My name is Trace, and this is a review of Jackass Forever. So today I was able to check out the new Jackass movie, Jackass Forever. And going into this movie, it was my number 9 most anticipated of the year. Just for the pure reason of I wanted to have fun with this movie. There's really no story and connective tissue of this movie or franchise or anything like that. You just go in and you just laugh and have fun. Now, this movie's not going to be for everybody. I mean, 60% of this movie is dick and ball jokes and vomit. So, I mean, you gotta know 20 years later, 4 movies down the road, including Bad Grandpa and like spin-offs and stuff like that, you gotta know what you're in for with this movie. But even going into this movie, some of the stuff they do, I would have never thought of in my life. There's stuff with bees that I'm sure was a big inspiration from Family Guy. There's stuff in there with puke and poop and people getting hit in the nuts constantly. When I was leaving this movie, my balls hurt, and I didn't even get to do anything in this movie. The best part of this movie, other than me being entertained the whole entire time with my friend, laughing our asses off, was seeing the cast of this movie having just as much fun as you would want someone to have on set of a movie. It literally felt like, including the new generation of members and the old generation, everyone was just having a good time. They were having a blast. They knew when they were going to work that they were going to be performing these crazy stunts, and they still were ballsy enough, man enough, womanly enough to do these stunts for our entertainment, and they just looked like they had such a blast and a fun time. And that's what I liked seeing the most, is the stunt happens and then the camera pans over and you see everyone having a great time. Another part of this movie that helped my experience that I'm probably never going to forget, other than seeing this in the Chinese theater here in Los Angeles, was it was my first time doing the type of seats where when something happens on screen, the seat moves or shakes or, you know, whatever's happening on screen. So when someone gets hit in the balls, the seat's moving and jolting. When someone gets bit by some sort of insect or animal, the seat is shaking and jittering. And at first it was cool, and then midway through the movie it started becoming like a little bit, not annoying, but I started to get a little bit, nauseous just from the seat moving around a lot. But I kind of just eased into it, and once I was invested in the movie, I kind of just forgot that it was even happening, and it was just kind of part of it. Now, being invested in this movie, the movie just kind of ended, and honestly, I could have watched like another 20 minutes of these guys just doing these crazy things with bears and bees and some of the celebrity cameos that they had in this movie. I mean, I'm sure that they're going to come out with a Jackass Forever .5 like they did with number 3 and number 2, and it's just going to be a bunch of deleted scenes, and I'm here for it. With this movie, you got to know what you're going in for. You got to know what to expect. And if you're okay with that sort of humor, I think you're going to have a really fun time like I did without the influence of alcohol or drugs. This was legitimately one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. And honestly, I might go back and see it in theater again. There were so many different types of bits in this movie that right now I'm trying to think of all the different ones. And there's just so many good ones. This might be one that I have to go back and see with a different friend, or maybe even just see with the same friend. If you're a fan of the Jackass movies, I think you're going to enjoy this movie. Part of the movie, they were referencing stuff that happened 20 years ago. That was great. They threw in a couple old footage clips here and there within the movie. They didn't do it too much. They definitely let the new members of the Jackass family shine, along with giving enough spotlight to the remaining, I guess, legendary members of Jackass. I had a good time at this movie. I'm glad I saw it. The box office seemed like it had a good time with this movie. If you like this video, you like this review, you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that I know that I didn't get slapped in the face 3 times for nothing.
Snauers get the. That are so bunch of.